When the Jewish people were traveling through the desert for 40 years, they created something called a Mishkan, a tabernacle. This was a physical place that people could come and connect to God. Now, in that tabernacle, there were several articles of furniture. One of them was a washing basin made out of copper. Where did the Jewish people get this copper, you ask? Well, these were the mirrors that the Jewish women used while they were enslaved in Egypt to entice their husbands to sexual relations. What's remarkable is that originally Moses didn't want to use those mirrors. He said, my goodness, I'm going to use an instrument that was used to inspire and motivate people's sexual desires? No way. And then God came to him and said, Moses, don't be so harsh. See, nothing in this world is impure or pure, but rather things are neutral. And how we use them determines the sanctity of objects. God explained to Moses, no, the Jewish people, they weren't using these women, they weren't using these mirrors just to preen themselves for their own arrogance. They were using them for holy purposes. See, the Jewish men would come home from a hard day of work. They'd be beat up, or they'd be tired. They wouldn't be interested in getting together with their wives. However, their wives would take the mirrors and then say, hey, look, husband, look, let's look in this mirror right over here. See you and me? I'm beautiful because of you. And that would inspire the men to say, hey, you know what? I want to be with that woman. That was using a mirror, using something neutral for a very holy purpose. Everything in life, if we choose, can be used for a holy purpose. The sanctity between the intimacy between a husband and wife, that can be used in a very holy way. The sanctity of an object that increases the intimacy between a husband and wife, that also is a very holy object. The message that God was telling Moses, use those mirrors, build a washing basin, and send an eternal message to the Jewish people that everything in our lives, we should strive to use them, use our things, use our talents to increase a sense of holiness and greatness in the world.